Belmont Forum is a consortium of national and state funding agencies from 29 different countries. We come together on an annual basis to meet and discuss our priorities in research that we have deemed transdisciplinary research, and that means that you're working with natural scientists, social scientists, and stakeholders to solve problems that are affecting global environmental change. We work typically in international consortia, so in our collaborative research actions or the calls that we have for proposals require that you have at least 2 other international partners involved in your project. So we run a typical call for proposals. All the organizations come together. We decide on a specific research theme. We put the call out, and then we have a panel of people submit their proposals, and we have a panel of experts that each of the different funding agencies participating in the call support to come and collectively evaluate their proposals. It has really been a big step forward in international collaboration because the groups now can write one proposal, have it go through one peer review, and if the proposal is selected for funding, they just deal and work with their national funding agency to receive the funds to work in that collaboration. So no money crosses any borders. So in the case of Brazil, FAPESP will fund the Brazilian scientists from the state of Sao Paulo. If they were have an American cohort, NSF, my program would fund the American, and so forth. And so what we try to do is to look at what are the domestic programs, so what are the agency's priorities in global environmental change, and look for ways to overlap those priorities and identify those that really need to have international collaboration to make a difference. And that's really kind of where the Belmont Forum kind of finds its niche. And we do require, I think the transdisciplinary part is also unique. We do require that it be natural and social scientists integrated, working together with a stakeholder. Many of our projects actually produce products that provide decision-making tools, not the decisions, but the data and the decisions making tools that people can use to make their own decisions. We have a plenary meeting every year, and during that meeting we learn about the ongoing collaborative research actions or how the projects are doing. We also talk about where are we going to go in the next couple of years in terms of the research priorities. Our members will have a great idea and they put that on the table to discuss, and then we kind of look around and say, are you interested in possibly exploring this idea to work with us? And we will have what's called a scoping workshop later on for those collaborative research actions that people say, yeah, that sounds interesting. We have something in our domestic program that I could leverage to do this. So we work we're quite busy during the year between the plenaries. Once the plenary comes back around, the collaborative research actions that were scoped during that year are then presented again to the plenary, and people say, oh, this is great, we're in on this, we're going to launch this call, and as we go. So that's sort of the functions of what we do. In Sao Paulo this week, we have had what's called America's Information Day. We're having the plenary, and then we're also working with the Inter-American Institute for Global Change Research to potentially get a consortium of research funders in Latin America to work with the Belmont Forum. And so we're trying to do these in various regions. We've had Regional Information Day in Europe, one in Southeast Asia, and then this one, and then at the beginning of December we will have one in Africa. So we're looking to get our regional approaches together so that not everybody has to come each year to do this. We can actually work very effectively with lots of different partners. And that's pretty much where we've done this for the past since 2012, and so we're keeping to move these things forward hopefully for the next 20 years.